He fights out of Primal MMA Academy and hails from Chester, Tom Lyons. And his opponent fighting out the blue corner, weighed in at 57.1. He's 16, stands 5'6". He fights out of Hate Squad Hall and hails from Hull, Eddie the Honey Badger Burns. Your referee, Mr. Paul Wilson.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Almighty Fighting Championships 21, the third contest of the evening. This another amateur flyweight contest. Eddie Burns representing the Hit Squad Hull, fighting out of the blue corner, the Pitbull West Coast Fight Gear shorts, taking on Primal MMA's Tom Lyons in the gray scramble shorts. And again, both these young fighters come out quick.
Yeah, very exciting start to the fight.
Whoa!
Big shots being thrown in the clinch here.
Huge knees to the body being thrown by Tom Lyons, but nice big uppercuts coming from Eddie Burns. Catches that body kick, but eats a couple of shots as he swings.
Looked like Tom pulled guard there.
It did absolutely look like Tom pulled guard, and he's bringing it up high, looking for that.
Oh, he's working
mission control. Yeah. Chipping away now.
Hard to see exactly the grips that he's got.
Certainly holding his man. He's looking to try and perhaps get that right leg up and over for the triangle. But that's tight. Got to be very uncomfortable for Eddie Burns, but doing the right thing, trying to get his head out. But
well, this is more of a control position for now. There's not any submission threats as of yet. But if Tom goes for what's called the zombie, where he kind of brings his hand up underneath his opponent's arm and kind of isolates it, then he's got a few more options going on.
Right, look, he's trying. He was working for that triangle the whole time.
His own arm in to get the triangle. It's so hard to tell from this position, but that looks like it might be what he's doing.
You can still see he just can't lock it down, so he's had to give up on it. But certainly that's going to be keeping Eddie Burns honest.
Back to a regular high guard here, but that was very good to see. Creative and versatile guard there from Tom.
Yeah, no panic at all from Eddie Burns. Just worked his way through. Still control, and again, going back to that mission control. Very flexible young man.
Oh yeah, I don't think that my knees can do that anymore.
No. I'll be sore tomorrow just watching this. Good work from Tom on the bottom, but Eddie Burns still in top. So, again, although he's defended some submission attempts, what is it our judges are seeing in this round? Are they looking at the control, or are they looking at?
Yeah.
Because again, as you say, there's nothing there other than control. We've seen him turn this into submission attempts, but all of them been unsuccessful. Nothing close, nothing locked in. So is it the top control, or is it the work from the bottom? Paul Crossy there just reminding him to get his toes out of the defense.
Something that we're slowly trying to figure out, aren't we, as the sport kind of goes
absolutely
out of its infancy. How much does this mean?
I mean, you can see that he's looking to make Eddie Burns uncomfortable there. He was looking for something, there was nothing tied in.
I think you'd have to give it to Eddie just for the control.
And then, of course, the argument is, well, was Tom being controlled in the bottom and having to defend constantly because he threw no offense? Again, a dilemma
if you were going to judge it on who came closer to finishing the fight in that round, Tom was closer to finishing the fight.
Absolutely, but that's not what the judging criteria is. And so again, it does raise that question. How do you see that round? Luckily, I don't have to put anything on the line there. But again, our three judges being made to work very hard tonight.
Oh yes, we definitely have the easier job of speculating here, don't we?
Absolutely. Again, just a testament to the gyms and the matchmaking here at the Almighty Fighting Championship. The gym's producing these young fighters, 16 years old in the blue corner, producing these young fighters of such composure and quality. It's lovely to see.
This isn't like a 25-year-old taking on a 28-year-old. I feel like a 16 versus a 19, that's a big difference in age. There's a lot of growth that happens in that time.
Absolutely. But the 16-year-old at the moment, depending on how you look at that first round, had his older
Definitely
opponent
not outmatched.
No, absolutely. And again, hit squad Hall putting it.
Lovely, caught the kick again, threw the right hand off at that time.
Looking at, and again,
he's confident.
Very confident in his ground game, happy on the ground, and we see him control and look for the submissions here. But is it enough to win the fight? And
I mean, technically, I think Eddie hasn't even actually scored any takedowns here.
Nope.
I believe Tom's pulled guard twice.
Yes.
So
the fight's been on the ground because that's where Tom has wanted the fight to be. It is just one of those cases that MMA in bottom position, like right now, yes, you have to be giving it to Burns. He's pressuring, he's on top, he's making Lyons work from the bottom, but as soon as Lyons starts to pull up that high guard, then the story changes. But I would suggest he needs to be more aggressive off his back.
Interesting that the corner of Tom is asking for him to get back to his feet. It almost makes you think like maybe this wasn't planned with the team beforehand. Perhaps this is, debut jitters.
That could be, but look, he's looking to turn the hips and isolate that arm. So far, Eddie Burns defending well. And as you're saying, Hit Squad Hall are putting out, really competitive, really talented amateurs up and down the country at different events. It's really nice to see the growth of the sport.
A couple of amateur superstars in the corner there.
But if he can get that leg underneath, if he can get it underneath the head, and you can see him trying to work towards it, is he there? Now he's there. Has he isolated the arm? I can't.
It's hard to see.
So now this is all defense from the man on top. There's no offense at all.
See if he can break the grip here. Break the grip of Eddie in order to extend the arm.
Again, just got to compliment the composure of the 16-year-old here.
He's doing a good job of trying to keep Tom's hips over his head so that he
absolutely
can't
doing everything, doing everything right. But you can see him working again to try and lock in that triangle and isolate that arm. Is this a case of short, jerky motions to get the elbow away, or?
Yep, little shuffles just so you can sort of get your elbow past the hips. Keeping the hips over the top of your opponent.
And again, how do you score this? You have a man defending the obvious submission attempt. It's got to be for the guy. Had I be judging, it's got to be for the guy on the bottom who's looking to finish the fight.
I think especially since he pulled guard.
Yeah, like it was choice.
Yeah.
I want you here, and now I'm going to do stuff to you.
Interesting though, still that his team isn't wanting him to go to the ground. I wonder how much of a debate they're having in the corner right now with their fighter about where the fight should take place.
And what are you telling, young Eddie Burns? You're just saying more than look to get him in, try to keep it on its feet. If it's on the floor, look for a better position, half guard, side control. Look to try and get away from that very active guard.
Yeah. I think when Tom opens his guard up in order to get from your standard guard into mission control, I think that Eddie should be trying to take that opportunity to stuff one leg down and then pass into half guard. But let's see if Tom even pulls guard this round.
Absolutely, it's going to be a third and final round here. Everything to play for both these young fighters. Eddie Burns, the blue corner. The Hit Squad Hall prospect in the black Pitbull West Coast shorts. Tom Lyons, Primal MMA in the gray scramble. So this is our 9th consecutive highly entertaining round of amateur MMA, and we're only 3 fights in. Brilliant. See Lyons there just trying to work his range a little bit.
Yeah, I'm liking some of the feints being used by Eddie though in order to close distance.
And a nice combination, trying to get into that clear. And again,
he's going to pull guard again.
You would think he's going to try and get. Yep. Gonna try and force that. Yep. Now, I would suggest Eddie Burns helped deposit him there. It might have been what Lyons wanted.
It was definitely more of a takedown than what we saw in
the others.
first two
But
rounds.
again, so active off the back. Lyons goes straight again to that high guard, that mission control.
Tom certainly wasn't resisting the takedown, was he?
No.
You could see him poking his leg up, getting ready for it. If he wasn't taken down, he was going to pull guard.
Yeah. Now, see if Eddie Burns can figure out the jigsaw puzzle that Tom Lyons is creating on the ground.
Tom is doing a good job of controlling the posture, either with his arms or with mission control already. He's making it very hard for him to get ground and pound off from guard.
And we saw Eddie just be able to pop his head up just for 2 seconds. No chance to really land anything telling or blowing. Now he's opened the guard up a little bit.
Now he needs to try and pass.
Yeah.
Now he needs to take this opportunity with the open guard, get a knee up the middle.
Yeah, even if he could try and step over that right leg, but as soon as we say it, straight away, we ties him up again.
But it's that small period of time in between where he opens his guard to where he goes to mission control, where Eddie should have exploited that.
And again, I'm now looking to try and perhaps, but it's still too much room. He's really trying to work in that triangle, but far too much space there. And Paul Crossley's seen enough. It's like, this is too stalemate. Let's do it again. Let's go. And we will see now if Lyons, as soon as one of them get into range, if Lyons looks to pull this fight back down to the canvas.
And as we've been saying, we've got no idea how the judges have been scoring this.
No,
a big statement in this final round could sway it. Big
knee, but again, with that big knee, it allows Eddie Burns to get in on the body, and you know, if he could get his own takedown here, and he does.
Very nice.
You know, how have they been looking at the difference between what's happening on the ground? And oh my goodness, I do not envy my referees my judges that choice.
I think we could see a split decision here.
Yeah, a super tight fight. Great performance from both young men. 16 and 19. You know, I'm a school teacher. It's frightening when you encounter students that would murder you.
But there, George Staines, best amateur in Europe for my money.
Oh, absolutely, certainly the best in the UK at the moment.
Yeah,
and that pound-for-pound amateur, I think you'd have to put him there.
Joe Fields as well, maybe in line for a flyweight shot for the AFC Championship.
No lack of talent.
No.
Whatsoever.
Eddie definitely did him proud in that fight, I thought.
I am so interested to find out how this one has gone. While we wait for Mr. Sefcon to get into the cage and make this one official, give a quick shout out to Eric's Fight Gear, Feel Supreme CBD, MMA Reloaded, DN4 Photography.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges score this in favor of your winner. In the red corner, Tom Lyons. Please show your appreciation for
The activity off the back.
Wow.
And fair play, because
Tom was surprised.
I'm gonna take. You know what?
A unanimous decision.
I think they got it right. I absolutely think they got it right. There is no cause for complaint there.
I thought it was funny that Tom looked surprised at either one as well.
That the control, it has got to be
I guess if you think
the
about
work from the back.
Who came closer to finishing the fight? Round by round, you've got to give it to Tom, I suppose.
Absolutely.
You're not going to finish someone with no ground and pound from guard.
No.
You might finish them with mission control.
Absolutely.
Throwing up arm bars. So I think that must have been what the judges were looking at.
Well, I got to say, I think they got it absolutely right. Lay and pray is not enough anymore in the sport. He was certainly more active from his back, looking to try and finish the fight. I don't see. What a great decision by our judges, I believe.
Connor Scott in the corner, had a big win earlier himself. Good to see.
Absolutely. Wow.